There's no question that the topic of placing land into federal trust is complex. The subject has been the center of much discussion in Santa Barbara County, where the Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians has tried to get some of its ancestral land returned back to the jurisdiction of the tribe.
Over the years, millions of acres of land have been taken from Native American tribes across the United States. Placing land back into trust is simply giving tribes back the land that was taken from them. It's very simple. It's restoring ancestral land.
The tribe has waited for 14 years for one parcel in particular to get placed into federal trust, and now the waiting is over. After a 9-year process of remands, dismissals, and appeals from local anti-tribal groups hoping to block the Bureau of Indian Affairs' decision, 6.9 acres of the tribe's land is finally in federal trust. Chairman Armenta made the announcement at a press conference.
After several appeals, on June 3, 2014, the IBIA ruled that the local groups not only had no standing to appeal this process, but had no merits to appeal this process, and brought this 6.9 acres into trust for the Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians.
The long journey of getting the land placed into trust began on November 8, 2000, when the tribe filed a federal trust application with the Bureau of Indian Affairs for 6.9 acres across the street from the tribe's existing reservation. It is on this land where the tribe would like to build a Chumash museum and cultural center. In 2005, the BIA approved the tribe's federal trust application. But a month later, local anti-tribal groups filed an administrative appeal of the BIA's decision, and the case went to the Interior Board of Indian Appeals. 5 years later, in June of 2012, the IBIA ruled in the tribe's favor, and the BIA once again approved the tribe's application to place the 6.9 acres into federal trust. This time around, the anti-tribal groups rallied the Santa Barbara County Board of Supervisors and asked them to join their appeal of the IBIA's decision. In a 3-2 vote, the Board of Supervisors declined to participate, but the tribal opponents continued to move forward with their appeal. Shortly after the IBIA issued a decision to dismiss the second appeal by the local anti-tribal groups, the 6.9-acre parcel of land was deeded to the United States and accepted into federal trust. That was on June 17, 2014.
The most important part about this process is the Bureau of Indian Affairs now understands and has said that our opponents' appeals not only have no standing, but they have no merit.
After years of waiting for the tribe's 6.9 acres to be placed into federal trust, Chairman Armenta offers advice to other tribes that may be going through the same process.
I guess the lesson is to be patient. The Bureau of Indian Affairs is there to help tribes. It could be a long process, but in the end, if they go through the process, they will prevail.
Now that the tribe's 6.9 acres is in federal trust under the jurisdiction of the tribal government, the tribe can finally begin building its museum and cultural center.
Because we are sovereign and we're going to be able to build our museum, our cultural center, and be able to share it with the public. I'm extremely happy about that. We do have a fantastic collection.
Since we started the trust process, at the same time we started buying back artifacts that were specific to our tribe and especially this area. We've done that over the last 13 years. We have one of the largest collections of baskets for Chumash in the world.
The intricately designed baskets in the tribe's collection demonstrate the expert weaving techniques of the Chumash, techniques that were passed down from one generation to the next. The baskets, along with the growing collection of artifacts the tribe has assembled, will showcase the artful beauty of the Chumash people. The hundreds of items collected thus far sit safely in a climate-controlled room awaiting their debut in the Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians Cultural Center and Museum.
We're happy that the 6.9 acres finally went into trust. Now we can fulfill our dreams of building a museum and a cultural park to tell the story of our people.